Nutrition is a worldwide concern. Whether people aren't eating at all, they're eating too much, or they aren't eating the correct things their body needs. I've decided to research nutrition in my own community, the St. Rose Dining Hall.
Oh, I think it's the worst food ever.
Many students may think that the food at St. Rose is processed. Others may think the food is fresh. Do you think the food from St. Rose is processed or fresh?
I think it's mainly processed.
Mainly processed?
I think it's fresh.
I think it's fresh.
I'd say processed.
Definitely processed. Processed.
Probably processed.
Processed.
I'd assume it's basically all processed.
Absolutely processed.
Food.
I think it's pretty much processed.
During an interview with Richard Meagle, the director of dining services at St. Rose, he told me many things about our dining hall that I was very surprised about. Here they are. Did you guys know that the only processed thing in the cafeteria is chicken nuggets and hamburgers?
No, not at all.
Really?
Yep.
It's probably the best food that we have in the cafeteria.
I was very interested in who was in charge of the production of the food here at St. Rose. So I talked to Darren Alvaro, the executive chef, to learn a little bit about him.
Right out of high school, I went to the Culinary Institute of America. I graduated in '98, and I moved down to Manhattan and worked at some top restaurants down there. After that, I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and was a pastry chef in a restaurant called Seasons. Opened up Provence restaurant in Stuyvesant Plaza. Then I got into corporate dining, and now I'm here.
As the interview went on, I found out something that surprised me. Do you prepare most of the food yourself?
I do a lot of the procurement of the food. I cost menus, I build menus, I put them into Campus Dish, which is the website that you can see nutritional information. I do have a catering staff, but when it's like something for the president or board of trustees, I personally prepare the food.
I'm still curious on why the graduate from the culinary only cooks for the board of trustees and not the students. Maybe if he personally prepared students' foods, they wouldn't have these opinions. What's your opinion on the food here?
Oh, I think it's the worst food ever.
It's not bad. It gets a little old.
Makes me go to the bathroom.
It's actually not that bad.
Pretty poor, especially if you're trying to take care of yourself as an athlete.
Goes right through you.
It's okay some days.
It sucks.
Same stuff every day.
I think that there should be a more variety for people.
More selection, quite a variety of foods that at least seem fresh, more fresh cut.
There should be sushi.
What are your thoughts on sushi?
It's just really hard to keep up, so we got to figure out a way that we can kind of roll it ahead of time, because we'll do it again.
I was informed by Richard Meagle that through Student Association there's a committee where students will meet with dining hall officials about food items they'd like to see in the dining hall and state their complaints. There are also student surveys once a semester, and there are occasionally forums in the dining hall after hours, which is basically a discussion between dining hall officials and students. When browsing the internet, I found a food pyramid specifically for college kids. It shows you an example of college students' nutrition. Here are some tips to keep you healthy during college. Many college students make the mistake of going into the dining hall starving, so they forget about nutritional matters and pick up the first things that they see. A way to avoid this is to look at a menu before you walk into the cafeteria. That way you have an idea of what is being served for that day.